Hello, fam and fellow gardeners. This is Michelle, and I'm coming to you from Tennessee Zone 8A, and I am a first-time gardener. I want to show you some things that's going on in my garden. So some of you may have known that recently some of your plants may look wilty and not so happy in your garden. Production has slowed down. You're not getting as many fruits, or maybe you were close to fruits, depending on your zone. You're close to having fruitland and it seems like nothing is pollinating. Just so you know, although we were waiting for the heat, if your heat is too much heat, then that's why you're having a problem. So anything over 90 degrees can cause your plants to pause in their growth. I know. I said the same thing. I thought 90 mean we were going to go and get them. Well, I noticed with my cucumbers that I'm getting like one, maybe two cucumbers a week, when I was getting a production of like 5 a week or more, right? And it slowed down. The greenery is here, but coming out, you see all the greenery on this cucumber. Like, I'm so frustrated. I stopped like clipping it every day because these leaves, you can see little cucumbers. So one thing I learned about cucumbers is that they will appear and you don't even know they're there until you're not looking. But if you're looking, they're gone. And you see the bugs, they are crazy and all out of control too. So for my garden, to help them during the middle of the day when it's super hot, I got the shade cloth. So I had no idea about a shade cloth at all. Saw this online. This is a 40% shade cloth. I think this is a 10 by 50 shade cloth that I put my vegetables under. I'm about to remove it so they can get the last little bit of light for the rest of the day. So if you guys bear with me for just a moment, you're going to see me taking my time to take this cloth off. So I went and got this inexpensive tracker to track me, but this thing shakes so much, I really think it's going to probably destroy my phone, but let's see how much it works. And I got this mic. Let's see how much it works. So the one thing about this shade cloth is it will get caught up on everything in the garden. And as you can see already, the tracker has lost me and is not following me anymore. So, yeah. I'll take this off. Yeah, so it is awfully hot and steamy. So, you know how we don't want to go outside? I guess our vegetables decide that, hey, I don't want to grow. I don't feel like it. It's too hot. That's what they do. So, I've noticed that with all of my plants. Like my watermelons, they're not, oops. This what's going to happen sometimes. And normally I don't cover my okra because okra loves the heat. You can see this is bent down. It's not broken, but it's bent. So okra is one of those plants that love, hello, yeah, I'm over here. Okra is one of those plants gonna get us seasick. Okra is one of those plants that love the heat, so you don't really have to cover your okra. Normally I don't, but I've got my sheet to work right, so I did the whole garden on this side of my garden anyway. So this is not causing the garden to grow faster because the heat is still here. It's just the sun beats them down and they look wilted and sad, and I decided to help them out. The sun still goes through this 40% cloth, so you still get sun. They don't get as much sun. So I noticed that I'm almost watering every day because of the summer. So as you can see, the tracker works up close. It doesn't work at a distance, because when I go around the other side, it did not follow me. So I normally roll this up and put it inside my garden box that I have there. But let's take a garden tour, because there are some things that I changed about my garden, and I hadn't done a garden tour in a while. I've gotten rid of some things that like my cucumbers and that bug that goes inside. Yeah, I went and changed a lot of that. Hold on just a minute, let me turn you guys around. Okay, I've done my harvesting for the day. Okay, this thing is doing too much. I've done my harvesting for today, and I'm going to just take you guys on a garden tour. My okras are still doing their thing. As you can see, like by morning, I'm going to have about, I probably should take this one off, but I'm going to have about 5 okras in the morning, and maybe 2 or 3 here. So that's, see, I tell you, the more heat, the more you get from okra. So if you want endless supply of something, let it be okra. My peppers, a lot of these have turned red. I need to go in and take that, and you see that bug on it? Yeah, I need to take that off. And to be honest, you guys, another thing with the sun is you end up with some sunburn to your vegetables too. So your peppers, although they need the sun in order to change their colors, but I found out that they would do some sunburn damage to your vegetable too. So tomatoes, if they keep growing, they keep growing. I'm not even worrying about those brown leaves like that. I'm just take the tomatoes when they grow. And a long time ago, I forgot what kind of peppers I had. I don't know what these are, but they're yellow. I'm assuming they're going to turn. I found out that when they turn red, that's when they're sweet, and I prefer sweet peppers. So you can see the brown in this, but then you see the top of this is healthy. So I'm going to go in probably tomorrow when this heat break, and I promise you, I'm going to cut that stuff off. I promise you. Okay, here are my eggplants. I harvested 3 eggplants that I had. I didn't know what to do with them, so yeah, they're probably going to go bad before I get something done with them. These are my yellow bell peppers, and I harvested 3 gigantic bell peppers off of that. This plant, for some reason, is looking a little light green, but it has some peppers on it that I'm probably going to take off. You can see these peppers are huge. They're huge. Yeah. That is an okra plant in the middle there. I don't know if maybe because it's not getting full sun because of that tomato plant. It's not as big and girthy as those other, but it produces really good fruit. So in the middle of this, I want to take you guys on my watermelon run, because I have watermelons out of the yin yang. So these are some zucchini and squash that I planted that are brand new. The leaves are burned because I went crazy spraying them early this morning, and the sun crisped them up a little bit, but it's gonna be all right. It's just the leaves. And I have this mesh over it, which does not work because of the wind. And when I come outside, now I can say those whatever those bugs are called, I can't think of their names. I've been coming out and finding them right on this mesh. Here's my watermelon and my stripy watermelon. My stripy tomato. I need to take that off because that is the color it's supposed to be in order for me to take it. That watermelon, I told you guys, I think it's getting bigger. It's not growing as fast as it was before. Okay, that's my sweet baby. That's Mikey. Isn't him the sweetest? Hey, cute boy. Hey, mama's baby. I love you, boy. He is 16 years old. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. He wants to go in the front yard. Look, he's leading me to the front yard. Yeah, I'm not going over there yet. Cucumbers, that is growing more leaves. I have to cut this thing like every 2 days. That's what I get, is that tree filled with leaves, y'all. So it's more leaves, no cucumbers. Okay, I just want you to know that. So here's some more okra that I have growing. And I did this because I was only getting like 2 or 3, maybe 5 okras a week. And I love okra. Like, I could eat it all the time. So I'm going to give one of those plants to my neighbor. This is another watermelon bowl. It has onions in there. And you can see my basil. I'm going to take the top off so it can get bushy. Yeah. you should take the top off your bagels so they can get big. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. See you later.